Hi, Brian Bainbridge here with CRT Realtors and Trust Group. Wanted to introduce you to my new show, The Daily Grind Columbus. It was something that I announced last spring and didn't have a chance to get to it because the real estate market has really kept me busy, which is a good thing. But I wanted to introduce you to the show. I'm super excited about it. Our first guest, I know it's a low-hanging fruit, but my broker, Jeremy Pape, he has been a great example of a wonderful mentor and also somebody that has exuded success through the years, just not only through his example of what he's produced, but also how he lives his life on a daily basis. So I want to welcome you to Jeremy Pape of CRT Realtors. Hope you enjoy the show. Thanks. So yeah, man, thanks for meeting me here. Yeah, this is, we're at CRT Realtors. You might look like we're downtown Columbus on a high-rise condo in a penthouse, but we're not. We're actually at CRT Realtors with this nice backdrop of the beloved city, Columbus.
And this, Brian, just so you know, this I took this with a drone.
Oh, you did?
I took it, and then my dad and I installed it up there. That's wallpaper.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
that's
not a green screen.
Yeah, that is awesome. You think some professional photographer took it, but it's Mr. Jeremy Pape.
That's what my drone did.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, thanks for having me. The whole purpose of this podcast is talk to successful people that have kind of started something and have created something big, and you are definitely one of those men. So you've made it to a certain level, and it isn't because you got it handed to you. You worked hard, So I just want to say congratulations on being awesome.
Yeah, well, thanks, man. You too.
And really being a mentor for me and being an inspiration for me. And that's part of the podcast. I want to talk to people that have inspired me throughout this this journey. And so one of the things that, we talk to a lot of realtors that kind of come, maybe new agents, when you were a new agent, like what motivated you to get started? Like you were just getting your license, you were, working out a lot, I remember I would come to your house, you'd be working out at like 2 p.m. trying to get buff. You were like, man, I got to get something going here when you were in your 20s. Tell me what got you motivated when you first started selling real estate.
Well, first of all, Brian, we've known each other for a long time.
Yep. Back in our 20s.
Back in our 20s.
Yep.
We out of college, we sold cell phones.
Yep.
Aerial communication.
Yep, that's right.
That was sales right away. So we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah. Trial by fire sales. So it was literally out of a phone book. We'd make our phone calls.
Yeah, we did. You made about 400 a day, I think, right?
Yeah, right.
I
was the cold caller.
You were the cold caller. You picked up back in the day of Yellow Pages.
Yeah, and Jeremy just used his charm, and he got sales.
I don't know about that, but
so I'm trying to learn that.
The Yellow Pages day, you were back there. I don't know if I even had met you yet, and all I could hear is those pages shuffling, and you would go down each line, and you would call business after business after business, and you know what? That works, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you're successful in what you do. How many phone calls did you make?
I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe one day I made 80. One day. So that's what you had to do.
I know we're getting off subject, but Bain even had a.
That's the daily grind I'm talking about.
He even had a catchphrase. What it is. What it is.
Yeah.
And I knew when he was saying what it is that.
I was getting ready for my spiel. My
your spiel. We all got quiet. There were 10 of us in that room.
Yeah.
And everybody just got quiet because we wanted to see what.
Yeah.
We wanted to hear what it is.
Hear the speech.
Oh, that's so funny. So what got me motivated in real estate? When I was 24, I was in pilot training. And we had to hire a realtor. Well, we needed someone to help us because I was in Texas, and we needed professional help for it. I wanted to trust them. I was doing what I did, so we hired a realtor, and I would fly back. Once.
And you're in flight school, right?
I'm in flight school. We didn't have really any time to leave on the weekends. It was tough to leave because if you had to fly back. You had to fly back on a Saturday morning, so you had Saturday afternoon, and you're jumping right back on the flight Sunday.
Right.
So we were pre-approved. We knew exactly the price point. We knew exact area. And nothing that we wanted was being shown to us. And it was frustrating. We ended up finding our own house, doing all the legwork, what we felt. And when we got to closing, the real estate agent, it just seemed like, was just there to collect the commission check. And I immediately thought, this is a profession that we need more professionals in. And so that was one of my big goals that's what I wanted to get into real estate, because to make this, much more professional. I'm sure they appreciate it. And they see your success. And that's the thing, Brian, people, and that's why so many agents get into real estate, is they see what you do and how many houses you're selling, and they're like, man, I got to get into it. But how hard is that?
Right.
Like it is.
That's when the work begins.
There is nothing in real estate that's easy.
Yep.
So I can bounce off ideas and hopefully get ideas from them, and just would be a sponge. And I spent almost every weekend doing open houses. I know that's something you love doing. I know that's something that kind of gets a bad reputation, right? People are like, I don't want to do open house. I don't want this. I think they're the best part of your business. So I would say I did an open house every week for the first 2 years, maybe. So maybe put in about 100 open houses. Networking events, which you used to make fun of me for, I think, at the beginning.
I love networking events. Did I make fun of you?
I thought so. I thought you were just like, So anyway.
Yeah. Well, you would network with other agents, and at the time,
agents, I
didn't see the value, but now I see the value in other
right?
agents. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I always did so many things with other agents. Like you might do the wine tasting event, and it's a full room of agents in there. And when you're new and you're hustling or grinding, you might think that there's not value, right? What is that going to directly do for my business? And it might not have a direct. But you will come across these agents again, and if you've got a good reputation and a good rapport with them, might help you win a deal.
Yeah, I had a deal with one of my team members that has it listed, and there was a buyer's agent who I had a Bible study with, and I was like, hey, I know this agent. I had done Bible studies with him, so it was great because when you have that relationship, it helps.
I think so too. Because especially in a market where it might be a multiple offer situation, and you have a relationship with that other agent, and they know how you do business, and they know that you're not going to be wasting time with the wrong buyers. You know that they're pre-approved, and they know how you handle that transaction. They might lean.
No doubt. Well, now you've transitioned from. Well, I shouldn't say transitioned. I mean, you're still an agent, but you started being an agent. You're just just doing the new agent thing. And then you got your team together. What kind of made, in your opinion, with CRT Realtors, the team, I was at CRT, the Columbus Realty team first, and then later under HER, and then it became CRT Realtors. What do you feel made you different over time? Like, what did you try to do to separate yourself from the herd?
I think we're still doing it today.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when we were at HER, you included on my team, we always did things a little bit differently. We always had events and community events. Like we were always giving back and doing things and creating a culture, like this team culture. Even if we had 8 people, in a big company, it's tough to create that, that tight-knit culture. So it's on the agents and the teams to create that. So I feel like that is what we have always done. And the moment that we moved into a brokerage, we're doing the same thing. We do, how many events do we do a month? I mean, we might have, I think in 2 weeks, we're doing bowling, where we're getting agents together and affiliates together, and we're creating friendships, we're creating network events, and we're creating a culture that makes people know that we appreciate them. I got elected as an officer for Columbus Realtors, so I'm sitting as a 2024 secretary for our members, which I enjoy it. It is a lot of time. You can talk to the CEO, Brent, about how much time. It's a volunteer job, but I find it to be very rewarding because I get to be part of the decision making, part of the internal working of Columbus Realtors. And then I also can take that knowledge and bring it back to us.
That's cool.
And I think that's very important.
That's good. It's very valuable. So now that you're a big bad broker, I was kind of going off somewhere there. Well, I'm glad you said that because I wanted to understand what a secretary does at the so I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we both did that together.
Yep. I'm still doing it actually. But they have a thing called train the brain.
Yeah.
And anybody can do that. It's like every Monday morning, or you're just feeling like it's gray outside. It's Columbus.
Yeah.
What do you do to motivate yourself on a Monday morning?
Yeah,
it's beautiful today, but like on a crappy day.
Ohio. How many days do we get like this?
Oh yeah.
One out of every 100.
Right.
But you're right that to get your brain ready, especially for what we do, no one's telling you to get up. Maybe your wife. But no one's saying.
My wife sleeps in.
Right?
Not really.
No one is telling you to get up
at
this time, and these are the things that you have to do. That's all on you. And so for me, I usually back that up into Sunday. And Sunday's where I'm really getting prepped. So Sunday, in the afternoon, I'm making sure, all the way down to what are you wearing on Monday, right? Get those decisions out of the way so you're not putting yourself behind right from the beginning. You wake up on the wrong foot on a Monday, that's going to change the whole day. So Sunday, I try to piece together what my Monday is going to look like. I make a plan of what time I'm waking up, what I'm going to get done for Monday, write down sometimes the whole week.
Yeah.
If you look at my calendar, which you probably are the same way because of Floyd Wickman and stuff, it's time blocking, right?
Yeah.
It's like color-coded time blocking from 6 a.m. until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So Sunday, get everything ready, get all my plans ready. Sometimes food prep, too, for the week. That's great. That helps a lot for food prep.
I did do that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like, crap, what are we gonna have for dinner, Nikki?
Yeah, like,
no idea.
yeah, for sure. Like, have that ready because
Like, what do you want? I don't know.
You're trying
What
to
do you want?
balance like all this work, you know, and I try to accomplish a ton in a day, and the only way to do it is be very strict with my calendar and my time. So Sunday is very important. Monday morning is super important too. I like to get up in the morning Monday and start the day with maybe a little bit of a reading a book, maybe the gym, maybe a run, maybe a walk with the dogs or something like that. Do that prior to everybody else getting up. They get up. Now now the hustle and bustle is on. I have 3 kids and a wife who teaches school too. So it's a lot for, I don't know, feels like hours, but it's probably like 45 minutes of everybody pinging all over the place. And then they're out the door. And now it's quiet. So I try to get my stuff done. Then I spend the time with them and then I'm off to the office.
Same with me. Yeah, getting up early is important. Some of you might not be early risers, but I always felt that getting up early and training the brain in a way always helps.
For sure.
Getting ready for the day. That way you're not just waking up and just.
We've done this. The 2 of us have done them. We've done accountability calls where we get, once a week on Tuesday at 7 o'clock, we do an accountability call for that morning. We're hey, what'd you do last week? Did you hold yourself accountable and get it all done? And what are you going to do this week? And that's very important to have someone to hold you accountable.
Right.
Like, who's holding you accountable now?
Man, me, myself, my
you
brain.
yourself, because you didn't get there.
I am so competitive with myself. I'm like, I'm so hard on myself, and that's why I feel like. But you're right. I think having somebody as well.
We should get back. Hey, let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it. Everybody needs accountability. You just need it. Coaching, whatever it is. Somebody to say, hey, you didn't get it done. Because without that, you just kind of go off and you don't get all those items done.
Yeah, right. Another, like, if you're not a part of a accountability, like a friend, or like Floyd Wickman's also a good one too. That's a weekly call that I'm a part of.
I think that's
coaching.
Great.
It's only $165 a month for any realtors out there that are interested.
Hopefully you get a little bit of money for saying that.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't pay me anything. But anyway, it's been great for me to have that. And then also, Jeremy, I'd like to get back into that. That'd be great. So I think also self-motivation is key, just to really kind of push yourself to your goals as well too, and just go back to your goals and just see how you're doing with those goals.
And even if you have, like, let's say you're with a small real estate company or whatever, you can find accountability people that aren't in the same industry and they're not in the same company. I have agents that are in different brokerages that reach out to me all the time and they want me to help. I'm not here to try to recruit them or anything, but if they want help, like, that's what goes around comes around.
Yeah, it's so true, so true. When it comes to reaping and sowing. So, well, thank you for your time, and that's all I had for you. That was a lot of wisdom.
And thanks again for joining us on my first episode of Daily Grind Columbus. Join us next time. Hope you're encouraged with this awesome message from a very successful business person. More to come, and it's going to be not real estate related next time, I promise. So I'm here to promote you guys out there. So if you have anyone out there that has a small business that you would like to kind of tell your story about how you became successful, I'm 100% yours. So let me know. Thanks. See you next time.